Hello, welcome back. So yesterday we have some insane moves in the market. I'm opening up our tool here and you can see that the Nasdaq was actually up, closed at 7.35%, S&P 5.5, Dow Jones 3.7. Markets absolutely soaring yesterday on US inflation data. But what I wanted to talk about in this video is China. And we are seeing, and we're having already some news out, that China is looking pretty solid, pretty green right now. And the US futures are also pretty green. As you'll see, pretty much everything is in the green over here. Dow Jones, S&P, Nasdaq, Russell, everything looking green. So we're probably going to be having another green day, probably, again, if this follows through. But what is interesting to see is what is happening in Hong Kong right now. And you will see in this article that Hong Kong stocks jump after China trims quarantine period up more than 7%. And this was released pretty much a couple of hours ago or so. And you will see that the shares of Hong Kong, pretty much the stocks jumped 7%, as China reported that COVID measures for travel will be eased a little bit. You can kind of see the details over here, where it's mentioned that, let me find it over here, that travel-related stocks listed in Hong Kong jumped shortly after Chinese state media reported the easing of stringent COVID measures. So a lot of reports, a lot of travel-related stocks here in China seem to be soaring because of this news. And of course, you're going to be seeing like casinos, Wynn and all that stuff, more than likely pretty much soaring as well. Now, they did trim COVID quarantine period time by 2 days. And of course, all this news that have to do with pretty much releasing the economy, allowing people to work, at least as much as possible, will have a positive effect on the market, so that makes a ton of sense here. And you will see that pretty much all the indices here in China have jumped quite significantly, with again the Hang Seng pretty much jumping like 7% over here. Again, it's the index that has been completely annihilated as well, so it does make some sense that it is jumping. Now, in terms of Alibaba, which a lot of people are interested in, you can kind of see here that currently, as I'm making this video, it is actually up almost 13% today. Now, this has to do with the US move yesterday, of course, pretty much getting to parity. And I still want to calculate here just to see that 770.8 Hong Kong dollars here, how much they are in in US dollars. And we can use our calculator here. And the way to do that, in case you are not aware, each stock here in the Hong Kong Stock Exchange is 8 shares of a single ADR that is listed in the US. So what we can do here is do 70.8 multiplied by 8. And then we're getting 566.4, which is Hong Kong dollars. And if we do the conversion, let me just quickly do that for you. So after I'm doing the conversion here, you will see 566 Hong Kong dollars is actually 72.25 in terms of United States dollars. And if you go back to our tool, for instance, here, take a look at the metrics page, you will see that Alibaba is actually listed yesterday was actually yesterday at about 70 bucks, a little bit less. So it's likely that we are looking at what, like a 5-6% gain today, if that continues, of course, and if that balances itself out. It's normal, pretty much, that it is going to happen in the US unless we have some sort of a different reaction. But in that situation, in that case, we're going to be seeing Alibaba getting at around $72 or $73. And hopefully reaching this $80 mark that it has been around for a while after dropping significantly because of the data that we got from China in the past few weeks, and of course the negative sentiment. As inflation is getting better, as COVID measures ease, and potentially if the Chinese government also allows their businesses to get back to work pretty much unopposed, then we are more than likely going to be seeing soaring markets everywhere. Now, that doesn't mean that this is going to continue forever, of course, or it's going to continue for the next couple of months or so. You will see that a lot of articles here are pretty much rather pessimistic here. Alibaba, JD.com expect consumer slowdown ahead of China's single-day sales on Friday. Fear of missing out is no reason to buy. Big sale on track to set a record, on the other hand. And Beijing problem gets worse as well. And you will see here that there are still problems that potentially these businesses will be having with Chinese regulators, as well as the elevated risk profile from things like COVID, the supply chains and all that. So it's not like we're out of the woods yet, but at least we're looking at some positive price action for now. and I definitely wanted to make a video and let you know about it, because I'm trying to pretty much bring the news as quick as possible. You can do whatever you want with those, but I have long said that these kinds of values in a lot of these kinds of prices in a lot of these companies have been lowered so much that they become amazing buy and hold forever pretty much targets. Companies like Alibaba, companies like Meta, companies like Intel. These are companies that they have been getting cheaper and cheaper, and buying for the long term, regardless of what is happening right now, regardless of the sentiment, is more than likely going to be yielding some amazing results in the long run. And so, if you don't have this sort of like temporary, short-lived fear that everything is going to collapse forever, it's probably a good time to be actually working towards making some money in the future. But thank you for watching this one. Let me know what you think about Chinese stocks, and especially Alibaba, and maybe Tencent also is another very, very interesting one. I think we're going to be seeing a pretty interesting climb as well over there. But do let me know, and remember to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.